Peace, 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 Soul Tribe. Yours truly, IvorySoulsJourney. What's going on, Soul Tribe? Hopefully everybody's having a wonderful day so far. Still morning here. We'll give y'all a couple of minutes to come in here. See who all is available. I know some are at work. Some are running errands. Some have chores. Whatever you're doing right now, I appreciate you stopping by. Hey, what's up, Marie? What's up, Sadara? I hope I don't pronounce it wrong. What's up, Grace? Real Dragon. Yeah, I did go down. I took a nap. Yeah, I took a nap for about a couple of hours. Yes, I did. Folks, the only reason why I don't want y'all to think that I've turned political all of a sudden. Hit the like button, y'all, as you're coming into the live stream. But I don't want y'all to think that I've gone political all of a sudden overnight. That's not the case. It's not the case. It is not the case. And as I say, what's up, Marie? What's up, Sure-Ann? It is not the case, folks. Ivory has not gone political. No, he ain't. What Ivory is doing is what very few people are doing. And that's recapping what I like to call the timelines of events, because whether you accept it or whether you believe it or whether you know it or not, we're going to look back. What's up, Shamika? Manifesting with Shawnee. We're going to look back, not years from now, months from now, and people are going to be scratching their head. Damn, what the fuck happened? Well, if you pay attention right now, you ain't going to have to ask that damn question later on. You gonna be one of the very few that know what happened. Welcome back, everybody. Yours truly, IvorySoulsJourney, mixed with a little tarot. And the reason why I am going to continually come now is because, excuse me, I got cataracts and something is itching the eye. But the reason why I'm just coming now on this issue is because, folks, my energy, my intuition is so right now, it's like, get it out of you, Ivory. Just get it out. So I'm just getting it out of me, y'all. Because I've seen it, I see it, and I still see it. And it's going to be it's going to be a mess, y'all. Like Tupac said, it ain't going to get better. It's not going to get better. So since it's not going to get better, let's just see. My question now is, where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? The damage has been done, but it's not complete. I want to share with y'all from my own tablet. I just tore out a couple of pages, but if you like me, I like to consider myself a person who likes to know history. And history was one of my favorite classes throughout grade school and in college. I used to just love, and I still do. I love to know what the fuck happened. And sometimes doing these little individual self-researches, it takes you down the rabbit hole. But I didn't have to go down the rabbit hole with the researching because I've already spoken. Now, I did the video this early this morning, and it was just a simple but important ass question. Where is Joe? Joe hasn't been seen since July, now July 17th. We've heard what I believe. We've heard a AI version of Joe on the 22nd when Kamala Harris went to Delaware to their headquarters. But I think that was a changing of the guard visit. Let's do a recap here. Let me start with a couple of things, y'all. And I'm just, if you see me looking down, I got my little notes that I've been keeping and shit, on this whole damn situation, because when I got a tablet over there that I've been just, ever since I first started talking about the 3 world leaders that's going to be out of here one way or another. I said, okay, then let me jot down some notes and take some and get my own little receipts. On June 21st, a week before the debate, June 21st, MSNBC, let me take my medicine, CNN, MSNBC, everybody, Joe's fine. Joe a whippersnapper. Joe is stronger and sharp as ever. Joe, run, Joe, run, Joe. That's a week before the debate. After his State of the Address speech back in January or whenever they did it, I think Joe was doped up. Joe was hyped. He was like he was ready to fight Mike Tyson. He's screaming and yelling at them goddamn folks. He doing all kinds. That's the JoJo. My whole point now is not only where do we go from here, what the fuck happened? This country, y'all, it's going to be a wrap. Hold on for a minute. This country, y'all, it's going to be a wrap. It's a wrap. The best thing that I can tell y'all is what I've been telling y'all. Shock and awe moment is coming. Shock and awe. You could have screenshot that if you wanted to. I'm going to read it. Shock and awe moment. Shock and awe moment. All right. So all the way up into a week. What's up, Grace? What's up, Creative One? A week before the debate, boy, they was prepping him up. It was all a plan. He healthy, they said. He healthy, and oh, he's a whippersnapper and all of this shit. The night, not the next day, the night that debate was finished, there start being chatters and calls for Joe to step down. He around all these damn people at the White House before the debate. He on the campaign trail, all of this shit. Listen to me. He doing his thing. He may be old. He may have some issues. But damn it, they knew that shit back in 2019 and 2020. It's fucked up, y'all. They been using this damn man. Who? The powers that be. June 27th, the debate. Right after. The day before the debate, he healthy. The week before the debate, he healthy. All the way back to the State of the Union address, Joe is healthy, according to the media. Everybody around this man, especially Kamala Harris, they knew. July 22nd. Let's fast forward. July the 13th. About 2 weeks and 3 days later. Y'all know what happened on July 13th. It's written in his chart. Trump. It's written in his chart. I got cataract. I'm a grown ass man. You can say whatever. You don't like what I'm doing, fine. Trump, July 13th. If you go back, if you were to go right now, these are leaders. So they are public officials. So you have access to certain public records. You have access to know certain things about your president. So all I wanted to know was, okay, then I don't need no shit about Trump as far as, snipping and dipping and tipping. But I would like to, me as a psychic, me as a, y'all like to say tarot, whatever, me as a psychic, me as a self-made, I ain't gonna give myself no props, a self-made rookie astrologer took a peep at Trump's natal chart. And when I looked at it, just the basic shit that I look at, and when I look at a chart, my mouth dropped damn near. So I didn't say nothing. What I did do the next day, on The 12th, I went live. This happened on the 11th when I first looked at it. And I was like, well, I be damned. This on the 11th of July, 2 days before his assassination attempt. I went to Google. I ain't gonna bullshit you. I didn't know how Scooby-Dooby-Doo, Scooby's there. I don't know. So I went to Google. When is Trump's birthday? It gave me his birthday. Bam. I'm off and researching. I'm off and running. What did I find out? I found out just looking at his natal chart. It specifically says it. That something shocking was going to happen to him around that date. A couple of days before that date or a couple of days after, which put us in the category of the weekend. Almost a month after his birthday. Something drastic was going to happen. And what happened? One of the three things that I had already seen: an assassination attempt or an outright assassination on a world leader. Call it fate, call it real. Damn it, it happened. And had he not moved his head, we looking at another Kennedy, another presidential assassination. How everything changed. I promise you, had they taken out Trump, we could be possibly looking at civil war, civil unrest, clashes, chaos, riots. And Joe Biden, they wouldn't have removed him right away. They had a plan B. But there's, if I'm not mistaken, I used to watch them all the time. Every now and then, you know, I might peep at it. The Simpsons. The Simpsons predicted that a female woman, who was it? The wife. She's in the episode. And she's behind the presidential podium. Yeah. Bart Simpson's mama. And they was presenting her as the first female president. If you go, man, I want to see, I ain't got all that technology shit. My shit be raw, unedited, uncut, you know, live and shit. Go back and Google Marge Simpson. She had on purple. I guess that symbolizes royalty or some shit. She had on this white, round beaded necklace and shit. Why am I saying that shit? I want you to go and look at what Kamala Harris was wearing when Joe resigned and she started coming forward. Hit that like button as you're coming in the live chat. What did she have on? Was it Lisa, the sister? Kamala Harris had on purple. Get this shit. Because, see, I told everybody, go back and watch The Simpsons and shit. When they would go shoot at Trump ass. This years ago. Y'all better peep this shit now, what these folks be doing. Here go Kamala Harris now and shit. Now she got on purple. She got on her little white beads and shit around her neck. I said, look at these damn folks. They making this shit too obvious. Joe's last rally, campaign rally, whatever you want to call it, in Las Vegas, Nevada. July the 16th. I watched some snippets of it because I've been paying attention to Joe. There's 2 Joe Bidens, there's 2 Obamas, there's 2 Trumps, there's 2 presidents. They say for national security reasons. Yeah, they got 2 of them, they clone. It was his last rally in Vegas. Something happened in Vegas, though. The local authorities has proof that he had some medical issues. I don't know if it was due to COVID or not, but he was rushed to the hospital there, University Hospital, for medical complications. That was July the 16th. July the 17th, he flies back after checking out of the hospital. He flies back on Air Force One. And there he is in Delaware. He getting ready to chill, go into isolation for COVID. He in isolation. He comes down the steps. He barely could even come down the steps. Po Joe been through it. They using him as a prop. This is elder abuse. The thing about the COVID, I want y'all to think about how many people this man has been around. So if he got it, who else had it? They ain't saying shit about it. He got it from somebody. I know. He done took his shots. They said early on, if you take the jab, you ain't gonna get it. Yeah, they did. He took the shot. He got all his vaccination papers. There you do. The only reason why I'm doing what I'm doing now is to recap, to make sure that my eyes is good, my mind is good. I can see his shit. I can comprehend. Because they trying to pull a slick one. They pulled a slick one on a lot of y'all. So July the 17th, he exits Air Force One. He's back home, they say, the news, so he can isolate himself due to COVID. Where the fuck do we go from here? Watch this, though. That's the last time anybody other than the powers that be and his wife and his immediate family, that was the last time Joe was seen. The last time Joe was seen, July 17th. Put that in your calendar. In the future, you ask people be talking, damn, what happened to Joe? When was the last time we seen Joe? July 17th. You ain't gonna see it no more. The next time you see Joe, I told you, don't listen to what he's saying. If you see him, put your finger in your ear, put your earmugs on, and all I want you to do is watch him. So he's doing an 8 p.m. speech tonight. Oh, I know it. That shit gonna be interesting. That was July 17th. He come off of Air Force One. There was some news coverages about still people asking him to step down. News coverages of people saying that they loyal to him. July the 18th, very next day, Trump gets up and addresses the RNC. He mentioned Joe one time. I remember Trump doing an interview I want to say it was a Fox interview. And I want to say he was talking to Sean Hannity after the assassination attempt, if I'm not mistaken. And Trump was sitting there and he was shaking his head when the interviewer was asking him questions about Joe. And Trump, he held his head up. Y'all know how he is. And he was like, man, it's sad how they doing, Joe. It's sad how they use that man. It's like all of a sudden Trump's arch rival, he's having empathy for the man. He said, I'm not going to even call him Sleepy Joe no more. He said, you got to feel sorry for the guy. On that same day, on the 18th, here come Obama. See, I've been waiting to hear from him. Here come Obama, July 18th. And he said, and I quote, now, this is what he told some of his, they like to say allies or his people he fuck with, right? But he's supposed to be talking to somebody or some people, whoever, behind the scenes and shit. But then they let it leak. How you see how they let it leak? It leaked. It didn't leak. They wanted the public to get this here. But anyway, in the Washington Post, Obama said, quote, Biden's path to winning has greatly diminished. What the fuck does that mean? He wants you to spin it. He wants you to flip it. He wanted to be a conspiracy theory response to it. Just because he said his path to winning has greatly diminished. Is he talking about he can't win at the polls? Or is he talking about his physical health? If you really ask me, I think if we see the real Joe again, he definitely will be drugged up. And if he's at the RNC, I mean the DNC, the Democratic National Convention, in Chicago. If he gets up and speaks, of course it's going to be scripted. Don't listen to what he say. Watch the man. Watch details. Neck, eyes, mouth, ears, all that shit. Hands, movement. Watch it. Or where they just have him sitting out in the audience, out front stage, and he just stand up and he wave. You know how the little president do their little fucking presidential wave? Hey, America. And that's all you get. They not gonna let, he ain't the man no more. He wasn't the man to begin with running the country, but he damn sure ain't gonna be the man no more. So who leaked this shit out to the Washington Post? What Obama said on July 18th, same day. Biden, he has his last interview on the 18th with BET. He had just did a little event with the NAACP. He went to Michigan. He went to that black church. But Biden's last interview, and the guy with BET asked him, is there any reason why you would pull out of the race? And he said, get this now, get this. Two days ago, he's supposed to have just came down with COVID. He ain't wearing no mask. Go watch the BET interview. And he's talking to the interview. They asked him, you gonna ever get out, or what would be the reason? He said if it's doctors or if it's medical. He already done been to the hospital in Vegas. He done already been at the crib in Delaware. But that was the last time he was seen public. But this here interview, I wouldn't say he's out in the public. It was script. But he didn't say in that interview that he was going to drop out. Where do we go from here? 2 days later, he goes back on Twitter, and it's not him, folks. He has a ghostwriter. Yeah, he do. He has a ghostwriter. But anyway, on his Twitter account, July the 20th, he thanks those people earlier in the week, giving them praise for helping him get over the line to win the presidency in 2020. That same damn day, July the 20th, old girl, I got more, but I'm just going through the ones to highlight that I'm not highlighting, but that I wanted to put emphasis on. On July the 20th, AOC, Congresswoman out of New York, she uploaded real controversial video. In that video, she was saying shit like forces acting in the shadows, a cabal or a group are acting behind closed doors. What the fuck that mean? Who is she referring to? She said in that video they want Biden removed and Kamala Harris. Later on that day, she took that video down. Why? Who told her to take that down? The powers that be. Next day, July 21st, the big day, Joe resigns as his candidacy for running for president on July the 21st, this past weekend, on Twitter. And like I said in the video this morning, we talking about McDonald's. We ain't talking about at the local warehouse. We ain't talking about your little job. We ain't talking about no shit like that, where you go into human resources and put in your 2 weeks notice. He don't make it official. His ghostwriter did this here. If I was to go and I got a printer here. If I went on my computer and printed out a piece of paper with my name at the top and my little information and write down and type in my 2 weeks notice for a job. That's what Joe did on Twitter. We ain't talking about 2 weeks notice at McDonald's or Wendy's or some shit. No, we talking about somebody resigning, damn near you might as well say, as president on Twitter. No letter, no official letterhead. Signatures is questionable. On that same day, Joe back on X, about an hour later, he comes back and he endorses Kamala Harris. But that letter of resignation, he didn't even mention Kamala Harris. So it's not really even official endorsement. It's just on Twitter. That same day, hours later, Joe ghostwriter goes back to Twitter, and then he says he's endorsing Kamala Harris. Soon after he tweets that, his ghostwriter, his ghost tweeter, here come the Clintons. Here come Gavin Newsom. And guess who else? Alex Soros, the heir to the throne of George Soros. If you don't know who George Soros is, go look that shit up. Now they come out saying all this going on the 21st. Then here come Obama. He comes out and says what he says. But he never, ever mentioned he's one of the shot callers in the Democratic Party. He never, ever mentions Kamala Harris. He didn't go out like Clinton, the Clintons. He didn't go out like Gavin Newsom and a few others saying that he endorsed her. That same day that Joe resigned, all this shit's going on. That same day, Kamala Harris, she goes back and she's on the news and she on her way to the headquarters, and guess what? She announces that she's going to be running the damn campaign. July 22nd, Joe Biden makes his last tweet. That same day on July the 22nd. This one is important to me. That same day on July the 22nd. Joe's brother Frank, the one that the family and everybody in the public, they don't like to talk about, bruh Frank. Why? Because bruh Frank an alcoholic. You won't ever get the truth out of somebody. Let them give them some shots in their head. If we believe that this man is at home sick with COVID, that's cool. But listen to what his brother said. Frank. Reports came out on CBS News in a tweet of his brother Frank. The reporter name is Nancy Cordes, Cordes. His brother, the alcoholic, said that Joe is terminally ill. He's terminally ill. It didn't say he having struggles. That's the brother. He beside his brother. He talking to his brother. You ain't. I'm not. So this is almost like his brother saying, let me set the motherfucking record straight. If he's telling the truth. I'd rather believe that alcoholic brother than these lying-ass politicians. They said a man is terminally ill. Terminally ill means that you're dying. That you're dying. Of what? They didn't say COVID. His brother didn't say he's having complications with COVID. He says, my brother is terminally ill. And I just want to spend his last days with him. My thought was, then and now, where's Joe? What happened? In 1989, if my memory serves me correct, from Gerald Ford. A little girl in the audience at his library asked him, Mr. President, do you ever think that a woman will be president? He told that little girl, yeah. In fact, I say in the next 4 to 8 years. He says, but let me tell you how I think it's going to play out. There's going to be a man president who selects a woman vice president. And for some unforeseen reason, go get the video, y'all, it's there. For some unforeseen reason, the man president is going to die. And the woman vice president will become president in 1989. He said, I think it'll be 4 to 8 years from now. This ain't no AI. This ain't no shit being edited. No shit like this. Him talking to them little young kids at his library. Gerald Ford. I was back in Michigan when he said this shit. He said 4 to 8 years. Now get this here. They're talking about Trump being the 47th president. And if Kamala Harris, if she's elected as your 47th president, she could run the next time around and she will be the 48th president, just like Gerald Ford has said. He said 4 to 8 years, though, which means that Hillary Clinton or Madam Albright or somebody like that would have had to have been the first woman. No. 4 to 8. He said it, 4 to 8 years. I just said, okay, maybe in 2028. I don't know. Ain't shit. You can't count out nothing else in America. Everything's on the table. She could become your 48th president, her or another woman. But the answer to his question, the kid's question, I believe that we got a president that's not going to make it if he's still living. If he's still living. That's not going to make it until the end of his term, fulfilling that quote unquote prediction or prophecy or whatever. And right now she's your president. So right now you have your first female woman president. Who's the vice president? She can only go and select a running mate, but they want to keep Joe, quote unquote, alive behind the scenes and present to us this notion that he's still president. He come back in that last tweet of his, he said that he'll be behind the scenes fighting for democracy and all this other shit. And he'll be working hard to finish out his term. He said all this shit, y'all. At least the ghostwriter did. Then you had one of these voice specialists while Kamala Harris was in Delaware talking, and we have Joe on the phone. He's on the call with us today. Joe, we hope you doing well. Joe, thank you for all you've done to support, yada, 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 yada. Joe. No fucking remorse. This woman ain't even prayed for the man. This woman ain't showed no damn empathy. And then you hear this here, you hear this voice talking that's supposed to be on the phone briefly. And soon as that shit was over with, y'all know how we is in America. Them goddamn voice specialists was all over that shit. This man is the reason why your ass is the first woman president, black or white or pea green. No remorse, no emotions. I ain't saying she got to cry and be strong because she the president, but god damn, she was dry as shit. It was all a plan. Where do we go from here? Now we got to sit back. And like I said, out of all the people I just mentioned, I'm going to roll with the alcoholic brother. And the alcoholic brother, Frank, said, my brother dying. He's terminally ill. Terminally ill. They never, out of all the people who died, the millions of COVID, they never ever said publicly that someone is terminally ill with COVID. Go back and research. Somebody, that word on the street is that that man either passed in Vegas or he passed shortly after the debate. I don't know. These days you got to go with your intuition, because if you go by what these folks is telling you, you don't know what the fuck you believe in. My question now is where the fuck do we go from here? Because like I told y'all, Soul Tribe, this is just the beginning. It's going to be crisis after crisis after crisis. They still lying about the Donald Trump assassination attempt. Now I'm hearing that the goddamn Secret Service director has resigned. Oh, shit. This shit getting thick. She done resigned. She can't go too far. Why? She know too much. She know too much. The crisis and the plot thickens. It's getting ready to be really, really fucked up in America. I'm telling y'all now. Follow the markets, the stock market, in terms of, let me tell you something. They know if they tell you the truth, and let's say now word on the street, when that first came out by his brother Frank, that his brother was terminally ill and dying, that same day, out of the three, I think it was the NASDAQ and the New York Stock Exchange, two of them red, went straight down. Just because his brother said he's terminally ill. Because why? They know that Kamala she ain't running shit. So the investors in the markets is more like, who running the country? Listen, y'all, they've been covering up long enough. Pluto ain't bullshit. Pluto bringing all this dark ass shit, this head shit to the surface. Ain't shit you can do about it. That's energy. Some of y'all been finding out shit, but now where do we go from here? Because I'm gonna tell y'all, where we going from here is straight fucking chaos, crisis of all sorts. Listen, you're gonna be hearing shit by the day, not by the weeks, not by the months, by the day. Every damn day in this country and worldwide, breaking fucking news. Global breaking fucking news. That's huge that the director of the Secret Service, who's supposed to have been providing security for the presidents and former presidents and vice president. If your title end in president, you got a lifetime protection. And George Soros, through his son Alex, the same damn man that took a once good conceptual organizational idea in Black Lives Matter. It wasn't corrupt in the beginning, but they saw it as an opportunity. Soon as they saw Trump, he started dumping money. He started putting money in folks. You want to find out who down with you? Go start slinging them dollar bills. Next thing you know, Black Lives Matter. And like I told everybody, I said, look, if Biden win the presidency back in 2020, all the way up until November the 5th, 2020, Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. And you see the majority of white folks out there with Black Lives Matter. After Biden became president, I started doing some little videos and shit with my video phone here in Houston. And I was telling one of my brothers, I was like, look, man, come here, let me show you something. And so I was set up at a location selling something, and I go over there and I see the little Black Lives Matters banner and all of that shit. It wasn't a black person at that damn tent at table. All right. I ain't racist. And all of the Black Lives Matters original founders, all of them is either resigned or locked the fuck up. And you ain't heard shit. Well, if Trump wins this time around, George Soros and the powers that be, guess what? They ain't gonna use Black Lives Matter this time. They got about 10 to 20 million illegal immigrants. Word on the street. People that I know of, there's gang members supplying some of these illegal immigrants, at least that's the word on the street in New York, with guns, helping them get guns. Because these people coming across the border, the ones that are what they call known getaways, millions, they coming across the border with all that dope. What you thinking? They ain't taking that damn dope to Martha's Vineyards. They making that fentanyl shit, y'all, in China. Now I done told you, keep your eyes on Asia. So now instead of Black Lives Matter, you about to see these Democrats unleash 10 to 20 million people or millions. I don't know how many they going to release. But if Trump wins, he already said day one, Day one, executive order. Mass deportation. Shut the damn border down. It's roundup time. And boy, is it getting ready to be ugly. Real shit. If Kamala Harris win, every Republican that voted for Trump and some that didn't vote for it, they're gonna be screaming and shouting, rigged election. Then they gonna hit the street. Either way it go, clash of the damn Titans. It's about to go. And what you need to be prepared for on the real though is try to keep, look, if you can't afford it every damn week, fill your car up. Fill your vehicles up. And when it gets to a quarter of a tank, fill it up again. Don't let that motherfucker get down past half. Water every time you get a chance. Y'all know I've been telling y'all this shit. And every time you get a chance, take you a $20 bill, go get you 2 or 3 cases of water. I'm not bullshitting y'all. Non-perishable food, shit that you really don't like. Shit that you say, I don't eat that no more. I don't eat that. Go get any goddamn thing you can get that's gonna last a long ass time that you don't eat no more, and don't eat it until, I guarantee you, let a crisis hit. And it's coming. Food shortage, water shortage, all that shit. Tampered food and shit, tampered water. It's a food shortage. And you got them goddamn sardines in there, them damn Vienna sausages in there in that goddamn cabinet. And your ass starving and hungry, you gonna tear that shit up. I ain't bullshit. You gonna tear it up. Look, y'all know how Big Mama them used to do. See it. They didn't, cause see, back then they wasn't doing the microwave thing. My mama and them wasn't doing no microwave shit. They cooked. So when they went to the grocery store, I used to see my mama go, and y'all who remember them big ass goddamn 25-pound, 50-pound flour bags and shit. You know, that they used to take and wash and shit when it was empty and shit, and make dresses and clothes out of that shit. Who remember that shit? 25-pound bags of sugar and flour and lard and cornmeal. Yeah, they didn't run out of. In other words, they saying that when shit hit the ceiling, or if it's any kind of problem, God damn it, we can go in here and cook something. Stock up on shit. I'm telling you that. Stock up. Especially water. Stock up. Now you're getting ready to see, not the political, but the economical side effects of all this bullshit. Man, ain't no telling. I don't, everything on the table. I don't know what it's going to look like between now and December 31st, the end of this year. I know 25 is going to be crazy. Probably one of the biggest fucking tests, or the biggest situations, crisis, and all other kind of shit that we have ever had to deal with in our lifetime. Folks, you're seeing world history, American history, play out in real time. We never, ever had no situation like this here in America. What's going on in Washington, D.C.? No, we haven't. And like I try to tell people in my closing, like I try to tell people, start preparing your mind, folks. So that way when more shit come out and shit start happening, shit starts to deteriorate, your mind is consciously already prepared and you already like, well, yeah, I kind of felt that, or I kind of knew that was going to happen. So I did A, B, C, D. You're going to have people between now and next summer, you're going to have tens of thousands of people homeless, tens of thousands of people every month losing their homes, all kind of shit. Blackouts, cyber attacks, natural disasters. Like I told y'all, we one damn major event, one damn major crisis in this country, and they gonna lock this motherfucker down again and implement martial law. You got a former, hold on. You got a former attorney general in office from the great state of California. Sorry ass. You got a former attorney general running the country. You got a former attorney general from California running the country. That same attorney general, former attorney general, Kamala Harris, when she was running for president during the 2020 campaign, she didn't even win her own state of California. You know why? I remember back in 2010 when my mother transitioned and passed. And I had a couple of family members I chopped it up with that came down from California. Right? And so we talking and everything, and the next thing you know, I find out, damn, cuz you don't live in California. Man, that damn crazy ass damn woman, Kamala Harris, she locking niggas up like it ain't shit. I was like, damn. That first time I heard of her in 2010, 14 years ago. She ended up in the Senate. I think she'd sit down 1 or 2 years. Ain't never ever came up with nothing. And the only reason why she was senator, is because of Nancy Pelosi. I ain't gonna even lie to you. Hey, my hat off to Nancy Pelosi. That's one queen bee, black or white. And if she was fucking with Nancy Pelosi, man, I'm just gonna be all of them. To me, all of them liars, crooks and shit. But that's one goddamn lady I just don't trust. Kamala Harris she's the first president to be in the presidential office, or if she wins, she never got one vote in a primary. Ain't nobody voted for her to do shit. Nothing. Out of all the damn people, man or woman. See, you don't go, see, like right now, Kamala Harris, she don't get to pick her running mate. That damn Manchurian candidate team, the powers that be, they gonna choose her running mate. Hell, she can't even run the goddamn country. I ain't talking about, and she sister girl, half sister, half white, half this, half that. One comedian says she a mutt. She got everything in her. This woman ain't, what she gonna do? Giggle? Listen, the biggest damn crisis. There's two fucking major issues in this country right now. You can say 1, 2, A, B, whatever. I just say 1 and 1, 11. Two major crises. And that's they say you ask registered voters, what's the number one? They gonna say either A, economy, B, the border. She's responsible for what? Both of them. Economy and the border. She's over the fucking border. She's over Ukraine. Just like they did Sleepy Joe. Y'all see what I'm talking about? They gotta have a scapegoat, somebody to blame. And they fucking did Joe wrong. See, here's what the Democrats don't want. We got to pretend that Joe is all right for 4 months. For 4 months. That's it. For 4 months. Why? Because if they invoke the 25th Amendment, that means that Joe, he shouldn't even be in the Oval Office right now. If they invoke the 25th Amendment, he's not in the White House. So that means while she's acting president, guess what? Them Democrats, they don't want Republicans to listen. That means that Speaker of the House, Johnson, becomes vice president if Joe is removed, meaning that he ain't the man can't make no decisions. He can't. He can't make no decisions. They've already said he ain't fit to run. His own party said he ain't fit to run. If he ain't fit to run for re-election, his ass is not fit to be in the Oval Office today. COVID or no COVID. Terminally ill or no terminally ill. Your own people are saying you ain't. So they gonna shove Kamala Harris down your throat, down America's throat for at least 4 months. While behind the scenes, like they hid his health, they gonna try to hide the fact, is the man alive or not? If he's alive, where the fuck is Joe? All right, y'all say he gonna talk tonight. I'm gonna be watching his ass. I'm gonna be watching him like How they say, I'm be watching it with the volume all the way down. I don't even need to hear none of them talk. But I'm gonna be watching it. Why? Because the decisions that's gonna be made for the next 4 months in Washington, it's gonna have profound effects on us as it trigger down. And they they do not want us to know who's running this fucking country. We know, but why y'all don't want to come out and says, well, since Joe's been sick and ill, when it comes to foreign policy, when it comes to this, when it comes to major decision, his staff, you ain't heard shit. They found out like me and you found out that he resigned on social media. His chief of staff. This shit's fucking crazy, y'all. You ain't heard. Where's his wife? Where's the first lady? We know what Hunter ass said. He out there trying to bargain and trying to see if he can get them goddamn California charges dropped. He out in California, probably back on crack. Crazy. They probably won't even let his ass back at the house, the White House. You may not never see Hunter Biden at the White House again. The powers that be, they trying to move on from Joe. How can you move on from Joe when the vice president that's now president shares all of his policies? She's over the fucking border. She's part of the problem. Damn her color. Damn her sex, man or woman. She's the reason why we got a crisis at the border. She went to El Paso once, laughing again, making her little crack, crazy, horny, corny ass fucking jokes. So that's who's running the presidency now. The damn same shit, different damn toilet. Economy all fucked up. And then she's a former attorney general. Man, she finna go after Trump. She said, I know Trump type. I know he a damn gangster. I know he gonna talk to me like I'm a hoe. I know he gonna talk bad about me. So what? I can talk bad about his ass too. She gonna let that Fannie Mae come out. It's finna get ugly. Can you imagine Donald Trump and Kamala Harris in a debate live? Don't y'all be doing that with an audience. Don't y'all do that. Hey, y'all done fucked overs in the media long enough. Let us see the fireworks. I want to see it all. Made for TV. Yeah. I want to see it all because it's finna get ugly. Mess around now and have a live debate with an audience. Donald Trump and Kamala Harris. The smear campaign and the fireworks. I know y'all don't want to see that. Y'all want to see everybody all fuck. Ain't nobody presidential around this motherfucker. Everybody damn crook. Well, see, the president need to be more presidential. These motherfuckers is out here. They wilding out. They ain't acting like no goddamn president. I ain't gonna treat them like no president. These folk wilding out. They wilding out. Damn, y'all. So we there now. Where do we go from here? I'm not a politician. I'm not going to tell you take no side, because then you'll be playing good cop, bad cop, good politician, bad cop politician, all of them. If you ain't going to give back to my ancestors what y'all took, I don't want his shit. I don't want no fucking reparations. I don't want no 40 acres. I don't want no motherfucking mule. Give us our shit back, period. If you ain't doing that, I ain't getting near one of you motherfuckers to vote. And that devilish ass damn person named Obama, I don't give a fuck. Y'all can say whatever you want to say. They can do, I mean, what they gonna do? Take my channel down, come by here and kill a motherfucker for telling the truth? I don't trust his ass. That motherfucker was there for 8 years. And we still dealing with the brunt of his policy, because 2/3 of Joe's people he done selected all work for Obama, and Obama come up with this damn Dream Act, black motherfuckers across the board, and give them all kind of shit. And Joe carried on that policy, but this time around, they knew that politically the forecast says you're going to lose a lot of black votes, Democrats, because a lot of black votes is a lot of black folk, if you will, going to be on our ass. So Obama said that's why we need to let these folks come across this damn border. They ain't got to show up at the ballot box. Mail-in ballots is going to be the #1 issue in this election. Millions and millions of mail-in ballots. They don't want nobody to have no proof of citizenship. They don't want you to have no ID. They don't want you to have no voter's registration card. Your mail-in ballot is good enough. They count all of that shit. It's going to be crazy. The whole world is watching. And they said, damn, y'all see what's going on in America? God damn. This our time to make our move. Hey, fellas, we got 4 or 5 months to do whatever the fuck we want to do. Get ready to see invasions around the world where everybody talking for position and shit. Because they know if Trump get in house, he the joker. He coming like that madman, they say. And I don't think it's just going to be like that. It's just that right now, everything's so fucked up. Joe compromised with Ukraine. He got to get them weapons. He got to get them aids, or they got aid, or they got receipts on his ass. All right, Joe, don't send that aid. Don't send them weapons. We got receipts. We got audio receipts. We got video receipts. We got signature receipts on you, Joe. Don't send that aid now. And guess who they sent over there to kind of like monitor that shit? Guess who they got over there? Ukraine. Kamala Harris. He got to. Joe can't do shit to China because his family, China's in their pockets. Joe can't do shit to Russia. Why? Because Putin is in his pockets. Joe can't do shit to Mexico. Because why? Mexico is in his pockets. He can't do shit. He can't do shit to Saudi Arabia. They in his pockets. He can't do shit to Iran. Why? They in his pockets. Everybody in his family's pockets. He been lobbying his position as vice president and president. And then now the world has caught up. Now everybody know that the crackhead boy, come on now. Can y'all remember Pookie from New Jack City? Can you imagine Pookie from New Jack City over in Ukraine running shit? Can you imagine Pookie down in Mexico negotiating? Can you imagine Pookie sitting on a energy board in Ukraine? Can y'all imagine this shit? Man, we fucked. Hey, I ain't gonna even try to fix this shit up. I ain't gonna try to dress it up. I'm gonna tell it like a T.I. is. This man, with that type of shit, America fuck, man. One damn family done compromised the whole goddamn country. As corrupt as Ukraine is and was, the most corrupt country in Europe. And Barack Obama and Joe Biden doing business with. Now, since they were doing business, now the war done popped out because they misjudged Putin. They thought Putin wasn't going to invade. Putin like, man, I got receipts on y'all crooked asses. You want me to show it to your people? You want me to go on Putin TV? You want me to, Putin like, you want me to hold up receipts? Hold on, America. Let me let y'all hear something. Roll the tape. And you start hearing your fucking your politicians in America, you start hearing their asses. I ain't gonna call no name. You start hearing them on tape. Putin start saying, look, see that signature? Y'all got signatures expert. See if your politicians sign this shit. Now let me read what it say. Da 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 da. They can't Putin like, man, fuck Joe. China like, fuck Joe. The Mexican cartel, man, fuck Joe. You better let this dope cross the border. You better let these people cross the border. They getting around $10,000 a pop. The drug cartels, Mexican government, Mexico government. Oh, y'all motherfuckers want to leave? Good, go ahead. Take the dope with you. Give us 10. Give us 10 racks. $10,000. Oh, the one that, I mean, you got people coming from all over the world to Mexico to come across the border. Then you got Joe and Kamala Harris. They flying folks in from other countries and shit. Man, we in for a fucking big ass mess. That's where we going from here. Amen for himself. Peace and blessings, everybody. Yeah, get your popcorn. Get your popcorn. Get your popcorn. You know, like they say, red drag. You red drag. You know she ain't going to no goddamn border. She president now. Kamala Harris is your unofficial president. You can't make somebody vice president. You can't make somebody president. Let's say the president said, I quit, but I'm going to still be around. But Kamala going to run the show. Man, this shit crazy, man. This shit crazy. We sitting ducks now. I wouldn't be surprised some kind of major event. The lasting effects of what we're dealing with now is for decades. I wouldn't be surprised if we see one or two big ass. I'm serious. events like 9/11, y'all. In our future. Months from now. Between now and early next year in the spring. It don't look good. It really don't. It don't look good. I've been prepared myself. I've been a prepper now for years. I kind of got off of it a little bit when Dad was, going through his last final stages, and the past, his last 2 years I was 100% zoomed in and focused on him. Now I had to pick it back up. You're gonna see people. I ain't bullshitting now. You're gonna see people. It's a lot of them out there now. There's a lot of people living in hotels. They living in storage units. They living in cars. But when you run out of money, you can't afford to sleep in the hotel. I'm telling y'all, people gonna be. I'm telling you, they're gonna be sleeping. Hey, there's thousands of people in this country right now sleeping in storage units. It's hundreds of thousands of people in this country right now. They sleep in their vehicles. You can't knock that. You ain't got no goddamn bills. If you can do it, do it. Just so that you can be ready. Because that dollar gonna crash. That market gonna crash. I'm telling you. It's just a matter of time. It's gonna be whatever major happens going forward, it's gonna be just like overnight. You wake up one morning just like Biden resigned. You wake up one morning, they shot Trump. You wake up one morning, Kamala Harris president. You wake up one morning, Director Secret Service resigns. All this shit is major and is fucking with that market in New York. So when these events take place, they are not going to give you warnings. If you don't know how to just know and see and know and see, that shit's gonna catch. It's gonna be a shock and awe moment. Now people are gonna be going to social media. You heard what they said. You heard this, that, this damn. Look, y'all think Biden was a motherfucker. Kamala Harris, you ain't got to know her. You gonna know her in a minute. She got 4 months to fuck up some shit. And I wouldn't be surprised because Joe can't do it. You might hear his voice. You might see something that looks like Joe. His brother done told you, the alcoholic brother done told you, my brother died. He's terminally ill. We spending our last day. That's why you ain't seen his wife. She know. But Kamala Harris with that pen, executive orders, and she's taking orders from the shot callers. There's a video out there when Obama said, I can't quote it, but it's out there. I remember hearing that man in a video and the interviewer asked him, would you like to serve as president a third term? They letting y'all ass know. He was like, well, I had a little scenario in my head that whoever, I'm just paraphrasing, whoever is president, and they got a earpiece in their ear and I got an earpiece in my ear, and he was joking with it, and I tell him, hey, this won't be a bad decision. How about if you do that? There's videos of this man saying this shit. When I first said in 2017, all right, y'all, they finna lock it down. They finna come with a dirty bomb. Upper respiratory virus, man-made. Told everybody to laugh the whole 9 yards. in Wuhan and in North Carolina. And guess why it was when they locked that motherfucker down? I was in Tennessee, but I went to North Carolina for a few months, me and Dad. The same state. Look at that shit. The same state. Where they had a lab cooking up that dirty ass shit. She finna sign some executive orders that can go into effect today. She's the president. She's the president. She's unofficially your president. There has not been, and it has to be done in the House and the Senate, there has not been an official changing of the guards as far as power for her to be running, for her to be not running, but for her to be acting as president. Y'all, you got to run that shit through the House and the Senate. You got to invoke the 25th Amendment in order for her, because why? That's the whole plan. Well, let's keep Joe ass hidden and alive for 4 months, even if his ass, we don't know where Joe at. We don't even know if the man is alive or not. Well, okay, we'll see what happens tonight. But if he's not fit to run, he's not even fit to serve. I wouldn't be surprised if Kamala Harris beat Donald Trump. Come on now, y'all. She ain't got no record that she can stand on. She didn't get one damn primary vote. If she becomes president in America, civil war. You got Democrats that know she ain't qualified to be no motherfucking president. I remember one day my dad told me, a few months before he passed, he said, because he liked to watch TV 24/7 and the news. And he was still keen, you know. He was like, man, make sure you got that damn car full of gas, and make sure you got us something to eat. Make sure this. I said, why you saying all that, Pops? He said, man, because the way these folks acting and the way they talking on the news and shit, he said, this motherfucker Sleepy Joe. My dad liked Trump. He didn't like Joe. He said, this motherfucker Sleepy Joe, man, he's something to do any damn thing, man. All of us be homeless. We might have to live in the goddamn car. That's what my dad said. Damn. Watch these timelines, y'all. These changes. Watch these timelines. Pay attention to number synchronicities, even if it doesn't mean something for your personal life. When you keep seeing repeated numbers and shit, go and research the meaning of those numbers. That could be the universe telling you some shit. That's how I get a lot of my information, numbers. Universe could be telling you some shit, and you put them numbers together, you put them meanings together, and you be like, wait a minute. I keep seeing these same damn numbers. Let me look these motherfuckers up. Oh, shit. This number mean crisis. Hey, y'all. It's been fun. I got to get out of here. But there she go cause a lot of problem. I told you. She worse than Joe. She can't run no goddamn country. At least not this one. Just based on qualifications and process. What process has she been through? In the primaries, didn't nobody vote for her? They voted for Joe. Ain't nobody voted for her to do shit. And she'll be your first president, woman president, and first president to be in the White House without ever receiving one damn vote. All them 14 million people, they voted for Joe. Now, you're going to have a situation like in Europe, in London. You got these race riots. So let's say, for the sake of saying, these motherfuckers want chaos. They want confusion. They do not want no peace around this motherfucker. They don't want no normancy. Get that up out your head. I'm telling you. So let's say she run and she do this and she do that and she do this. Or let's say they get to the Democratic National Convention, and since, what's his name? Jakeem Jeffries in New York, he's the head Democrat over the House. He hasn't endorsed Kamala. The Obamas, they haven't endorsed her. If they try to take it away from her, I don't think they're gonna do that. It'll be a race riot. Because then now they're gonna try to make it a Black Lives Matter or a race thing. They trying to keep that black woman out of the office. And most of y'all keep thinking that she is not African American or descent. She's got more India descent, bloodline, and if I'm not mistaken, Jamaica. But her dad, he don't even own her. He know that's his daughter, but it's like her dad don't even fuck with her. She keeps that Harris as a last name because it's supposed to be black. But her last name is Jewish. She's married to a Jew. Neither one of her parents is from this country. It's finna be crazy. Let me get off of here, y'all, and go and run some errands. What's up, my brother? Florida. I got you. Guided by spirituality. Hopefully everybody is okay. Appreciate everybody stopping by. Where do we go from here? That's the next question, because they done made the change. They have already made the changes. So we got to deal with this here shit. Six more months. You got a Manchurian candidate behind the scene that's president. And you got a puppet in office that ain't going to make no decision. None. She ain't going to make no decisions. Joe ain't making no decisions. Who running the fucking country? It's getting ready to get crazy. We'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.